Good morning. I'm Sawyer Barron, and today I'm going to tell you about anthropology. Anthropology is the study of humans, specifically the study of human cultures. Now I'm going to tell you about the four main categories of anthropology. First, there's biological anthropology, which is the study of all things physical. Second, you have cultural anthropology. That's, well, the study of cultures. Third, you have linguistic anthropology. That's the study of languages. And fourth, you have archaeology. That's the study of everything humans interact with, such as tools. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the early anthropology. Now, early anthropology is not seen as a very positive thing nowadays. It's usually referred to as armchair anthropology. Armchair anthropologists are what we like to define as ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is the idea that you go somewhere and compare someone else's culture through the lens of your own. We don't really practice that anymore in new anthropology because anthropologists have determined that no one culture can define whether another culture is better or worse. It's just, no one can determine that. So certain terminology that we don't use anymore that was very ethnocentric and used heavily back in that time were words such as primitive, witch doctor, exotic, first world, third world, and cultural evolution. In modern anthropology, we have a new way of thinking. We refer to it as, well, thinking anthropologically. There's a really important term when it comes to anthropology called cultural relativism. That is the exact opposite of ethnocentrism. Cultural relativism is perceiving another culture's culture through their lens, rather than judging it through your own. So you're asking, why does a culture do it that way, rather than just looking at it and saying, what a weird thing to see. Anthropologists collect their information through a process referred to as fieldwork. Anthropology is referred to as the most social of social sciences. Therefore, anthropologists mostly collect information based on their senses, so sight, sound, taste, smell. This is referred to as qualitative data rather than quantitative data, which you'd see in most traditional sciences based on numbers. The information at the end of the day is converted into a narrative-based essay structure called an ethnography. That is the main way that anthropologists display their research. Now I'm going to tell you about how we can all benefit from anthropology. First, it teaches us empathy. It teaches us just because somebody's doing something differently than we do it, that doesn't mean they're doing it wrong. Next, it teaches us about context, and it teaches us about the world. It helps us navigate, and helps us understand everything that's happening around us better. It's just the way it works. Also, as artists and people who are growing up into our careers, it can benefit a lot of stuff in the way we do things. It can make us more aware of what we're doing, as well as other things, such as the movement of people, so migration, how we distribute and how we create technology. It can teach us about social justice and political change, as well as health and wellness and informed policymaking, so we can do the right choices for the right people. In summation, anthropology is a study of language, culture, and humans. Anthropology is a way of thinking that allows us to view the world through a more empathetic lens.